Hey there, welcome to our very first Kaladesh draft. This is Swiss pre-release league. We don't really open anything great here. Our rare really sucks. Fairgrounds Trumpeter seems nice as a build around. Just at the first glance, I probably just want to take that. Malphus Doorbuster is, okay. Trusty Companion's okay. Aether Theorist is okay. Young's okay. Thriving Rhino's good. Salivating Gremlins is good. Gear Serpent's pretty good. Yeah, I think we just want to take the Fairgrounds Trumpeter and try to build around that theme of +1/+1 counters. And this is good. It's a good first pick for me because I've done a bunch of pre-releases. I've done three drafts, 3.5. I've done one casual draft. But yeah, I'll take the Trumpeter here. I haven't played green yet, is what I was saying. It's the one color I haven't gotten a chance to dive into, and it seems pretty good. And Fairgrounds Trumpeter isn't a super powerful card, but it's definitely something that we can build synergy with, and, we're in a lot of great other options in that pack. Here, Concealed Courtyard is worth a few tickets. This is day one of pre-releases, so I probably will just take that. We want to make our money back. Otherwise, I'd look at Hunt the Week probably here. Servo Exhibition is decent. There's also Revoke Privileges, which is probably a little better than Hunt the Week, although Hunt the Week works with our first pick a little better. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be worth like 3 or 4 tickets, and I'm just going to take it. Sorry that I'm value drafting in draft 1, but, you have to do what you have to do playing Magic Online. Alright, I love Long Tusk Cub. I've been very, very impressed with that card, so I'm just going to take that here. Concealed Courtyard, I'm just looking up, it's 3 tickets, so that's pretty decent. I'll sell it as soon as I'm done this event. So I like Long Tusk Cub a lot. That's almost certainly the pick here. It goes well with this because, makes energy, makes counters. I like Eddy Trail Hawk more than a lot of people, I think. Glimmer of Genius is great as well. Even this isn't that bad. I had a friend totally go off with this in a sort of counter theme deck. But I love Long Tusk Cub. I think it's really, really good. Alright. Here, what do we got? We got another Aether Theorist. There have been a bunch of those going by. So to my eyes, this is an Oval Chase Dragster, an Aether Theorist, or a Highspire Artisan. The other cards don't really pull me in a color, I don't care about a Wayward Giant or a Lawless Broker very much. I've been pretty impressed with Highspire Artisan, but I feel like we can get it a little later. So I'm sort of tempted to just take the Dragster here. I do like big trampling threats that just sort of come out of nowhere. I don't know. I'm undecided on where this is at. But I think I'm going to take it. And that could have been a clear Highspire Artisan there. So many Aether Theorists going around. Alright, so now I have to pick a second color, because I don't think we really want this 4-drop. So the question is, do we want an Aether Theorist? Blue does seem pretty open. Getting a Pyrohelix 5th pick is a pretty good sign as well. And I do like Spire Side Infiltrator to drive vehicles such as this, and mainly the Freighter. So, just from this pack, blue and red do look the most open. And I think I'm just going to take a Pyrohelix. It's hard to say no to a removal spell. And I think that's a decent removal spell. Alright, here we have the Express, which I don't think is very good. Gear Shift Aces is pretty good, but white hasn't felt very open to me. I'm tempted to just take this 1/2 that throws counters around, and then it can, yeah. I think I do just kind of want to cut green. I don't feel like we're white. White hasn't felt open at all, as much as blue or red has. Although white looks open from this pack, but Gear Shift Ace isn't that good. I think First Strike with this is actually crazy. I thought it was the haste one in my mind. I actually will take this. I feel like the 1/2 is a bit replaceable, and maybe we do veer into white. Alright, so here we have Demolish, which is not on the table. If we want a green card, there's this, and I think this is probably actually fine, but I don't feel like you want that many of them. Blue, you could just take a Windrake. Blue does still seem really, really, really open. Let's snag this white card, though. Alright. And now we're sort of in the dregs. I don't like an Eager Construct. I don't like a Built to Last if we're not, like, I don't know. Maybe a Built to Last is okay. Yeah, sure, I don't mind a cheap combat trick, actually, now that I think about it. And we wield the Trusty Companion. I like that a lot. I think that's a decent 2-drop. So it looks like we're probably white-green, although we haven't actually taken a green card in a while. That's going to change. We're going to take this Hunt the Week. Alright, so I think we're pretty well set up. Do we want a Construct, or do we want this sort of crummy Monitor? And think, oh, well, maybe we might be red. I think it's enough to drive me towards it, like the maybe we might be red part of it. I can't imagine we want a 1-4, an 0-4. But this is a whoa, Spireside Infiltrator this late? That seems pretty good. Alright, we also don't have to be green. Like, right now we have 3 good green cards and 3 okay but slightly less good red cards. So we could easily go red-white or green-white or green-red. We'll see where we end up. Alright, Architect of the Untamed seems okay. There's also Blossoming Defense, which is a really powerful combat trick. Foundry Inspector is decent. Attune with Aether is also decent. I think I am just going to take this Architect. And that's because it's a 3-drop that sort of demands your opponent kill it. So it's basically just a removal magnet, and if we do actually get to make a beast, alright. But I'm going to take it and see what happens. I'm not crazy taking that, because honestly I do feel that green was sort of our weakest color going into this pack. But what are you going to do? Alright, this pack I'm not crazy about. I don't want to go off in search of, like, eliminate the competition. I could take another Hunt the Week, which is probably what I'm going to do. I could take Aether Hub. It's probably worth, like, half a ticket or something. But that's not really something I really want to do. I think I'm just going to solidify in green and take this Hunt the Week. And then we'll cut one of these colors probably in the next few picks. But we'll say, like, okay, we're definitely green. If I had a preference, I think I'd want to play white because it plays a little more in the counters theme than red does. Ooh, Harness Lightning. Okay. Harness Lightning is too good to pass. I was thinking like, oh, I guess we're taking this Outrider, but Harness Lightning is really, really good, and it works well with this Architect. So yeah, we'll take that for sure. Whoops. Sorry about that. Got things dragged around. Alright, well, see, now I wish I was just a red-white deck, because the red was on the cutting board, but maybe the white is what's on the cutting board now. Alright, here we have a few options. We have another Oval Chase Dragster. I think I'm leaning towards the Filigree Familiar just because it's such value. I'm leaning away from white. Sky Skiff is another good option. So I think it's down to Sky Skiff or Filigree Familiar here. If I was playing the red-white vehicle deck that my low end really wants me to be, then I would take the Sky Skiff. I don't think I want another Dragster. I think I'm just going to take the Filigree Familiar. It plays in whatever deck we end up building. Which, again, I do really want to focus in the next few picks. Alright, but we're not getting... It's not going to be done here. This is an Ornamental Courage or a Durable Handicraft. And, you know, since we picked the Trumpeter, I'm willing to try Durable Handicraft. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's okay. Alright, here we have a Tiger, or we have a Fabrication Module. Whenever you get one or more energy, put a counter on target creature you control. It does tie into like what we said we wanted to do. But I think having like two... We're not going to be making that much energy. We have 2 cards that make energy right now. 3, sorry. Yeah, I mean, it definitely works with what we do. I think I just want to take this Tiger, too, and have a beater. I'm a little worried about, you know, these white cards. I think we just have to cut the white at this point because the red is just too strong. And say this is where we're at. The white's not that good. None of these white cards are really that good. I mean, the Gear Shift Ace is cool, but that's about it. Alright, do we want... How crazy on energy are we? We did just pass the module that wants energy, so the Sage is a little worse. I don't like the Sage very much at all. Maybe we just take a Menace sort of finisher creature. Or we can take this, which also probably isn't very good in the stack. I'll just take a finisher. I'm happy playing these 2 5-drops. I probably don't want any more, but I'm happy playing these ones. Alright, and here we get some good white. This is so awkward. I feel like we really did want to be sort of red-white. And then we sort of leaned a little too far into green. We were a little too married to our first pick. And I do think it kind of is too late now. So... I don't want to Terror of the Fairgrounds. What does this do? Choose target creature, exile the top card of your library. You know, we'll take it. We'll play this. We don't want to play the 4-drop there. Blossoming Defense or Spontaneous Artist. We're a little short on creatures, but I do like the Blossoming Defense. I think taking the creature there is probably correct, but I'm sort of tempted by this removal spell. We're going to have to get a little lucky where we only have 8 creatures. Like right now we might even bring in this stupid 6/6, which would be very sad. We'll get it out of there though, I'm sure. The white just isn't any good, right? Like, it's a bad creature, an okay creature, and a removal spell, yeah. We have much better than that in green-red, so that's just where we are. There's a Spontaneous Artist. We'll take it over a Torch Gauntlet. Alright, so I don't think we're in the worst spot. I was feeling a little sad on white, but who cares? As long as we can get a few more 2 and 3 drops, maybe another removal spell or 2, I think we're actually pretty good. Yeah, we only have 1 2-drop actually. We're gonna really want to prioritize 2 and 3 drops, and especially 2 drops. I would take like every Thriving Grubs that I see. Alright, we don't want to fog, but we'll take it for the sideboard. Where's it going? I'm trying to drag it. I've had trouble dragging things recently. Wild Wanderer's okay. If we want to splash, it'll fit right in. And Renegade Tactics, sure. Someone can have that Dromedary if they want. We're not likely to play against that person ever, so due to the new leagues, like, I'm totally okay passing actual cards. Why did we go out of green or white? It's far too late. Like, we can't chase this rock down, unfortunately. We do get a really good removal spell here, a one-sided fight card. We're just going to have to beef up our creature base a little. That's sort of our goal for this pack. If we take this, I think we have enough removal, and we're basically just want to be taking 2s and 3s all pack. So yeah, I like a Nature's Way here. Passing that rock is painful. But white really hasn't been open, to be honest. Alright, we got a Pia Nalar, that's brilliant. Yeah, she's a really good card. We're just going to take her. I would totally play a Cobra, I would play another Spireside Infiltrator, I'd even play another Tiger, but Pia is insanely good. I love her. I've had a chance to play with her twice now, and she's just really, really good. Alright, we don't really have much here. We're not taking Madcap Experiment, clearly. We don't want the Desolation Stomper. We don't want to splash this Engineered Might, unfortunately. Sage is pretty weak. What energy are we making use of? Just for this Architect, right? And then we have this thing as well. I think I'd rather have the Death Toucher than the energy. Also, pumpable. $13 creatures. I'd like to get up to 16 or 17. And then probably cut like the Spark, maybe cut the Handicraft. Maybe replace the Monitor. Although I think the Monitor's okay. Replace this thing actually, yeah. I don't want this in here if I can avoid it. A 6/6 vanilla, I just don't think really has a place in this format. It seems a little too fast for that. Oh god. Oh, this is gross. Do we want to splash for this blue-green thing? Probably not. Like, our splash would be... Well, it does have flying and trample. It's pretty good. Our other option would be built to smash, sorry. This deck is built to splash. We have a Wild Wanderer, which does get an island if we need it. But that's all. I don't know. I don't think we want built to smash, though. We already have, like, 2 combat tricks. I'm going to take this. I don't really think it'll make the cut, if I'm totally honest, but I think it's a little better. Thriving Grubs all day, like I said. What did I say? Thriving Grubs all day, yes. I do kind of want to grab one of these, but not over Grubs. Grubs are too important. Okay. Grubs or Attune with Aether? I really like Attune with Aether. It's 2 energy on turn 1, which can then get this thing through the next turn. It's energy for the Architect. It's energy for the Grubs. All sorts of things. It finds our splash if we make it. And the other option is another Thriving Grubs, which we have said we don't want to pass up. I'm going to take the Thriving Grubs and hopefully we get another shot at an Attune. But if not, I'll take another Tiger here and we can cut this Prowler. We're at 25. Probably cut Durable Handicraft. Cut this for now. And this is 23 with 15 creatures. That's okay. Could be worse. This is a 4, not a 5. Ooh, Skyskiff or Highspire Artisan. They fill sort of similar roles. Well, this can attack. But this blocks and it gets counters on it for the Trumpeter, which is something we've sort of lost along the way, although we do have the Grubs and the Hunt the Weak, so it's not undoable. I'll take the Skiff. I want to try it. Another... I'm going to take this for the sideboard. I really do want to nail one of those down. I don't think we'll see another Attune with either. So the question here will be just, do we want to get this thing in? I don't think we do, especially now that we have another Spireside Infiltrator. I think that's really good. I don't think we need to bother. I'll sideboard a Demolish over taking the crazy rare that's just never ever going to see play. That gives us 2 sideboard artifact removal if we really want to do that. Alright, how do I feel about this deck? I think it's okay. Definitely okay. I think her removal's pretty good. I think we can cut this Spark of Creativity. We have a Pyrohelix, a Harness Lightning, Nature's Way, and 2 Hunt the Weak. I think that's enough. And if we're not splashing, we can cut this thing. And we're at 15 creatures, which is just slightly light, but we do have a vehicle as well, so why not? Ooh, High Spire Artisan. We can see if we want to play that. I think we probably do. So what will we cut? What are our non-creature spells? I don't really want to cut creatures. Our non-creatures are the Sky Skiff, the Dragster. Let's get non-creatures in a pile here and try to cut one of them. If we're cutting a creature, it's probably is the High Spire Artisan, and I think it's more of a sideboard card. Okay, we could cut a Hunt the Weak or a Blossoming Defense. I like Blossoming Defense though. I think it's cool. Or what do we say if we were cutting a creature? There's the Dragster too. We could cut the Dragster. It's such an odd card. Yeah, let's just cut the Dragster. We don't need it, and I want more creatures. Yeah, okay, so I like this. I do like Dragsters, but I feel like that's a bias I have towards like getting a huge unexpected hit in. And I don't think we need it. I want to try the Sky Skiff. Because we are light on flyers. We don't really have any flyers aside from Pia's Thopter. And the only other way we have to like block them is the High Spire Artisan. So getting something in the air I think is a little better than getting like a one-use 6/1 that might get in like 3 damage. Yeah. Yeah. It would be like 4 mana, tap a creature, kill a creature, deal 3 damage. It's not really that good. Alright. So I think this is good. I would have liked to have an Attune and then maybe think about a splash. But I think we wound up with a pretty decent deck. We'll just add some basics. 8/9 is probably right. Maybe we want to go the other way because we have more red 2-drops. But we have double Tiger, so we can give the edge to green. Alright, this is this, and we'll see you in round 1. Kaladesh!